OK, so, yeah, cheers.
Is that the agents? What did they say?
Well, they were all right. I just said our circumstances had changed.
Yeah, well, it's one way of putting it. Still, saves getting that cat.
Cat?
To swing.
Look, I know this place is cosy.
Cosy?
But there's no point overstretching ourselves if we don't have to.
Yeah, I suppose. I just wish things had turned out differently. Don't you?
Well, I do and I don't. At least she was spared from what Michelle went through with Rory. Then what you went through with the twins. I mean, the thought of that broke my heart.
I was so excited, though, Steve. I was going to get everything right this time. We both were. Do everything we missed out on with Amy, but together as a family.
Well, we're still together. We're still a family. What are you doing?
I'm going to school.
No. No, you're not.
Why not? I feel fine.
Well, physically, maybe. But, Amy, we've got to talk about what happened and make sure you're ready.
I told you, I'm fine. I've missed loads as it is. I don't want to get any further behind.
Look, I appreciate that, love, but your mum's got a point. You don't want to rush into things before you're ready.
I am ready. I just want things to go back to normal. Have you seen my French book?
Yeah, I put everything in the drawer, dressing table. Steve, she cannot go back to school today.
If that's what she wants.
How can she know what she wants? Her head will be all over the place.
What, hers or yours? Look, we could do this all day, Trace, talking about everything. It's not going to change what's happened. We need to move on, all of us. Maybe Amy sees that better than we do. We need a bigger bin.
Halfway house. Halfway out your back window with your flat screen, more like. Halfway back to prison.
Look, I've explained. The purpose of these places was to avoid that.
I want to live in a respectable residential area, not the Wild West. And Sheriff Tinker isn't going to be much protection.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's very, very committed.
He's a soft, daft lad who couldn't pepper spray his butties. People are going to be at the mercy of thieves and cutthroats.
Thieves and cutthroats? It's bail accommodation, not a pirate inn.
Yeah, stop scaring people.
Yeah, not every ex-offender's Jack the Ripper.
Don't you think people deserve a fresh start?
Yes, of course I do. As long as it's not on my doorstep.
Claudia, you're better than that. It's blatant NIMBYism.
Oh, let's see how you like it if they stuck it next to you. Excuse me?
Alex, 2 more coffees, please, Alex.
Coming up. Oh, it's the estate agent.
Absolutely knackered. Hardly slept.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It's just really difficult to sleep when there's a madman on the loose. Sorry. No, this must be hard on you as well.
No, I'm fine. Are you going to be around this morning?
No, not till this afternoon, I think. Me and Nick, we got to pick up the money for Gary, so...
Right.
And I got to sort out all that paperwork for Andrea.
Oh, you got him on board, then?
Yeah, there's nothing an extra £1 an hour I couldn't sort. You going to eat that?
No, I'm not hungry.
But first, I'm going to nip over to Nick's and just make sure Lily's feeling better.
Well, she seemed all right last night.
Yeah, I know. I just want to see her, that's all. I'll worry about it all day if not. And I always think when you hug your kids, you know, you're just reassuring yourself as much as them.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Bye-bye.
See you. I'm at home. I had to wait for David to,
I don't care. Have you got any money?
I'm working on it. Are you okay?
I've been sleeping rough. I haven't eaten since yesterday morning. How do you think
I am? I need that money. Have you got it or not?
I'm trying.
You're trying? Oh,
Forget it. I can't hang around here waiting for you to let us down again. I've got to get away.
No, wait. I'll get it for you. OK, I'll bring it to you today.
Nah, I'll take me chances. I was an idiot trusting you.
I'm sorry.
But it's too late.
No, wait, please don't hang up. OK, I'll get the money to you today. Just sit tight and wait for me to get there.
Crossword got you worked up.
I was looking at the job section. There's nothing for us, nothing at all. It was the same at the job centre.
Maybe you're setting your sights too high.
I'm after a labouring job.
Well, maybe you're setting them too low. I don't know. You need to be flexible.
What have you got in mind? Professional footballer, airline pilot, Prime Minister?
No need to be sarcastic.
I'm sorry, I'm just sick of having no money, not being able to pay you rent.
Do I look bothered?
Well, I know, but how do you think I feel scrounging off you? And I can't see any way out of it. I've got no qualifications. The only experience I've got is labouring. I'm not likely to get headhunted.
You say that. You always do a good job on the kitchen. It's like a new pin when you finish that.
Yeah, like that'll get me very far.
Across the road might be far enough. Steve's giving the ballotters the heave-ho. He found a mini Scotch egg underneath the driver's seat. It looked more like a lime, the amount of mould on it.
Lovely.
Oh, what I'm saying is you could do that job.
I've never valeted a motor before.
No, what could it be? Cleaning's cleaning. Anyway, he'd have to give you a trial.
Do you think he would?
He'll have no choice by the time I finish with him.
So you are all right if I proceed with the house?
Yeah. Why wouldn't we be? Got no use for it now.
Well, when we heard you pulled out, we thought it was a financial issue. I never dreamt Amy could do something so extreme.
Yeah, well, she has. When she sets her mind to something, there's no stopping her.
I wonder where she gets that from.
How does she go behind your back like that?
Poor lamb. She must have been scared witless. I know I was when I got into trouble, and I certainly couldn't talk to my parents.
Yeah, well, things were different in the 19th century, and she could talk to us.
Facts suggest otherwise.
Now, listen, if there's anything I can do to help, don't hesitate.
Yeah, thanks, Dad. And we'll be all right. We have to be.
Yeah, I get that. Thanks, but it's no excuse. I should have dug out those articles that you suggested. Okay, well, I'll get it to you as soon as. Yeah, thanks for being so understanding. Cheers, Russ.
Supervisor?
Yeah. Not impressed.
Oh, so I didn't like your essay then?
Well, that depends on what you mean by not like. If you mean poorly argued, poorly researched, poorly written, then yeah.
He must have liked something about it.
The conclusion. Apparently. He said, and I quote, "There was a glimmer of original thought that was expressed with playful, deadpan irony that was otherwise absent."
Well, that's something, I suppose.
Is it? I didn't write the conclusion, did I? Just the bits that he's tearing to shreds. I'm gonna have to speak to Brian before I resubmit.
Resubmit?
Thankfully, Ross put it down to circumstance and not ability, so he's gonna let me have another go. I need to make a decent fist of it this time, otherwise, well, I'll be out of my ear.
Gary hassles us for the money, then he disappears. You know, I don't like having that much cash around.
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't even know why you've come with me. I'm more than capable of doing this myself.
I just want to make sure you didn't get mugged.
Oh, yeah. Because it'd be terrible if this cash was stolen, wouldn't it? Actually, I'm glad you're here in case somebody pops out of the annex. I can't put it in there.
You just got to stash it somewhere safe. It's a lot of money.
Well, anybody you think you don't trust me? Which is a bit rich, considering how you've come by it.
We've all done things we're not proud of. Not in the drawer, it's 2.5K.
Well, I'm sorry, but the vault's full and the armed guard's gone on his dinner. Right.
Oh, no, not in there.
No, this is my medicine tin, all right? Nobody goes in here. The kids aren't even allowed to touch it. It's fine. Satisfied?
was only for a few hours.
Exactly. So stop worrying, buy us a pint.
Right, come on.
Life never loses its capacity to surprise. That's what makes it interesting. But Amy needs support now. The rights and wrongs are irrelevant.
Oh, God. I just wish you hadn't had to go through so much of it alone.
Well, fingers crossed she'll come out the stronger for it. Maybe Steve and Tracy, too.
Given up trying to predict what they might get up to. Tracy's life has been like one long game of snakes and ladders. Rather more snakes than I would have liked.
Well, one woman snake. You are okay about me lodging another bid for the house?
Tracy and Steve have no objection. Why would I?
Because I wouldn't want you thinking I am profiting from their misfortune.
Somebody's going to. Might as well be you.
I'll call the agent now.
What can I get you?
Orange juice, Coke, and Brian?
Oh, it's very kind. Half a bitter, please.
I wanted to have a word with you about that essay, if I could. My tutor gave me some feedback.
Oh, really? I trust he was suitably impressed.
Not really. When I say feedback, it was more of a demolition job, if I'm honest.
What's this?
Oh, my latest assignment didn't go down well. Didn't go down well at all.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I try my best for you, but, well, literary criticism is a necessarily subjective discipline. One man's meat is another man's nut roast.
Wait. Are you telling me that you wrote Daniel's essay?
Oh, no, Ken, sorry, it was my fault. He's been so preoccupied with me, he's just not had a chance.
So you let Brian write it? Well, no wonder it was so poorly received.
I beg your pardon?
I know what they say about monkeys and typewriters, but you are not equipped to write an academic paper.
I happen to have an MA.
Yeah, and what does that stand for? Master of the Asinine? Look, Daniel is a brilliant student.
He's not that brilliant. If you must know, he wrote 90% of everything except the conclusion.
Well, no doubt. He's carefully crafted arguments were distilled into crass generalizations.
That's not really true. The conclusion was the only bit that he liked.
What?
Yeah, he thought it was original. Nicely written.
This man is a PhD, I take it?
Professor.
Professor?
Yeah, so if you could pop round the flat later when we get back from the hospital, I'd be grateful if you could give me some pointers.
Pointers? From him?
Thank you, Daniel. I'll be delighted.
Thanks. Keep change.
Oh, thank you very much.
Forget the drink.
What's wrong?
Somebody else nipped in and bought the house.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They were very apologetic, but that's no use to me.
Well, something else will come along.
Well, actually, something has. He says there's a flat nearby. He wants me to go and have a look at it.
Oh, where's that?
The Red Bank development. Not quite what I was after, but I'm going to go and see it now. I'd really value a second opinion.
Well, I'd love to, but I was hoping to help Daniel with...
No. You go, Ken. I've got Daniel's essay covered.
You took your time.
Well, I did what you said. I went round the houses.
What about the money?
It's in here. There's some Johnny Dodgers in there. I got them especially. I remember I used to like them.
When it was 5?
Yeah, well, it doesn't seem that long ago to me.
You've not been inside. Time don't exactly fly. Right, give us the cash. I've got to go.
Hold on. I stuck my neck out getting you that money. I'm entitled to 5 minutes while you eat.
You've not got it, have you?
You can have it when you've finished your dinner.
Fine. Say whatever it is you've got to say, and then I'm gone. For good.
I could get used to this. I've got arms like a gibbon's from lugging groceries all these years. Yeah, I can even take my socks off without bending down.
Well, it's the least I can do while I'm not paying your rent.
Like I said, you will be. Steve is putting my hand, always has been.
Hiya.
Hiya.
You've got him well trained. What's your secret?
Not getting wasted on park benches, giving a toss. It's not rocket science.
It'll pass, Abby.
You couldn't even look at me.
Well, I'll just stick at it, give it time.
I intend to, but I can't carry on like this. He needs to see that I've got it together, and that means a job, a place of my own, and those things are a million miles away.
Well, you can stay with us as long as you need to. And I think I might be able to tell you how to do a job.
Honestly, you followed us around that flat like a store detective. When I opened the fridge door, I almost expected him to pop out of the salad drawer.
He certainly believed in the hard sell.
Do you honestly think he thought I'd be impressed when he flushed the toilet?
That's not been a mod con since the 1930s. Where have you been looking?
Red Bank.
Oh, fancy pants.
I'm sure you must be terribly busy.
All right, sorry.
So, what did you think?
It's rather new. I mean, the furnishings are hardly sympathetic to the old building.
Well, it was a tobacco warehouse. What do you see me sitting on? A bale of rough shag? Why are you being so negative?
You wanted my opinion.
Is there something else going on?
Such as...
Well, we haven't been seeing each other for long. Is the flat too close for comfort?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, you wouldn't be the first man that I'd frightened off, and I don't want you to feel suffocated. I don't have to go ahead with this.
You're ridiculous. Don't know what I'd have done without you these past few weeks. I love the idea of you living round the corner.
Well, that's all right then. And don't worry about the furniture. I shall be bringing my own. The acme of good taste.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Isn't that how you used to eat those?
What?
We used to bite round the outside and save the jammy bit till last.
Best part.
That's what you used to say. You used to find the centres in your room, on your bedside table, under your pillow once. Treat for the tooth fairy, you reckon?
Is this what you wanted to talk about? The not so good old days. Biscuits. I'm on the flaming run. Do you think I've got time for this?
I just wanted to remind you that you had a life before prison, and you can have one after it.
Yeah, starting now. I made one mistake.
A terrible mistake. Kylie had everything to live for. Her kids. David. She died in his arms, you know. No one should ever have to go through that.
You don't think I know all this? Do you think I wanted to do it? She should have just stayed out of it. I warned her.
You regret it?
It's done. What's the point?
Because it shows you're not what people think you are.
I don't care what people think I am. I don't care what you think I am. I'm going to buy myself a passport and I'll be gone. You'll never have to see me again.
I don't want that. I won't be here otherwise. I wouldn't have gone to Dane's funeral. I care about you.
First time for everything, eh?
That's not true. I have never stopped caring about you. I'm your mother.
When it suits you.
How does any of this suit me?
You want to sleep at night. So give us the money and you can tell yourself you've done your bit.
You did a bad thing and you've had to pay for it. But that was a frightened teenager in a moment of madness. This is different. You've got time to think this through.
Give us the money.
You won't get away with it. They'll catch up with you. And you'll have made things 10 times worse for yourself. What if you hand yourself in now?
Don't make me take it off you.
tough to make run into you?
Save it, Vicky. I'm not in the mood for another pointless row.
Tough. Because I'm just getting started, love. You made a big mistake reporting my son.
Not according to the law.
He's not been charged with anything.
He's a rapist. And we both know that. Oh, you must be so proud of him.
He made a mistake. And so have you. You wasted the only card you had. There is nothing to stop me fighting for access to that baby now. And trust me, I'm not stopping till I get it.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's right. Run away. But you won't get far. You're in for a nasty shock.
Well, that makes two of us then, doesn't it? Because there's no baby left to fight for. Amy has had an abortion.
Oh, change the record, love. I can name that tune in one.
You think that I'm lying?
Yeah, your lips are moving.
Oh, trust me, I wish it was a lie, but it's not. The baby's gone.
How could you let her do it?
Why are you bothered, Vicky? I thought that's what you wanted. Oh, you got used to the idea and all, did you? Yeah, well, thanks to us, Amy's gone off and she's got it sorted. Because she was sick to the back teeth of the so-called grown-ups fighting over it. Penny's dropped, has it? You know, if you'd have just left things alone, that baby, our grandchild, would still be alive. So well done.
Are you sure it was in there?
Yes. I only put it in there this morning. I've not gone as gaga as you.
Well, there's no need to be offensive.
I've just lost £2.5 Mum. I'll be as offensive as I like.
How did you get that money in the first place?
It's part of my settlement from Elsa.
Well, maybe it's fallen down the back.
It was in the sealed tin, Mum, with my medication. Nobody goes near it, or at least I didn't think they did.
I'm sure no one's taken it.
Well, I can't see any other explanation.
No? Listen, Mum. I know your life might be a bit monotonous at times, tedious even. I mean, God knows I won't be able to spend my days the way you do.
Where's this going?
What I'm saying is, a woman of your age, you know, temptations might be high, online bingo, European river cruises.
Dare you? I have not touched your money. There's a lot of people live in this house.
Well, I just want you to know, you know, maybe we can work it out, and I'd forgive you.
For the last time, I have not had your wretched money away.
Right. It must be Sarah, then.
Sarah?
Can't believe it.
Told you I can twist Steve round my little finger.
Yeah, well, I won't let you down.
I know you will, and it's going to be hard graft. I mean, cleaning the cab's no picnic. Actually, that's exactly what it is. It'll be like a running buffet on Steve's floor.
You think?
Yeah, and if half-eaten pasties and stray crispy things, you might not need a packed lunch.
Might stick to me butties.
What's going on?
Got myself a new job.
I've given her the valeting gig.
Hold on. Steve's offered it to Seb. They just shook on it.
Well, you'll have to unshake it.
But don't you think you should discuss this with Steve? You're supposed to be partners.
Well, there is nothing to discuss. Sorry, Seb, but your mum's a mechanic and all. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, takes one to know one.
No, you know what? No, it's all right. I want Seb to have the job.
I don't want your charity.
Oh, it's not charity. Like you said, I'm a mechanic. I can find work elsewhere.
Oh, what? But I can't. Because I'm a no-hoper, desperate. Well, I'll never be sobered off that I need a leg up from you.
Seb.
I'll speak to him.
You don't have to do this. You know, we've still got choices.
Go back to prison, you mean? I'd never come out again. But I guess that'd suit you down to the ground.
That's rubbish, and you know it. I have always wanted what's best for you.
So why'd you clear it off then?
Hold on, you chose to live with Dane.
And you could have lived with us or stopped close by.
You know I couldn't have done that. You know what he was like. He would have killed me in the end.
You were happy to leave me with him.
I had no choice. You chose Dane over me, and you were happy to tell me why.
Because you were as useless then as you are now.
You know what, you're right. For you to have chosen Dane, I must have messed up big time. I failed you.
Finally, you admit it. I'm glad you hung around long enough to hear it. Thanks for nothing, man.
No, no, no. I am not letting you do this. If by some miracle you got away, you would spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder. You would never rest. Is that what you really want?
I'll take me chances.
I can't let you do it. If you want to get through this door, you're going to have to go through me.
was here. You were the only person who knew.
I don't know. They must have followed me. Look, I never saw anyone. I took precautions.
You dozy cow. I told you to be careful.
I was careful. Look, son, it's over. There's no way out.
Shut up. I'm trying to think.
Look, you're completely surrounded. There's no way out. And they would have covered all of the escape routes by now.
I said shut it.
You can't pin this on me. If she can't talk to her own mother, that's hardly my fault.
Look, I am not saying that I'm innocent. But between us, we forced a terrified teenager into having an abortion. So, with that in mind, I think we should just stay clear of each other.
What, you think I'm just gonna let you wash your hands of this?
But why wouldn't you? After everything that's happened.
You tried to get my son arrested! I mean, he could have ended up in the sex offenders register. So you're gonna pay for that?
Listen, love. A word of advice. It doesn't really work out well for people that threaten me, so I'd wind my neck in.
Like I'm frightened of you.
Mum?
Yeah, well, you should be. You might think that monkey boy here's dangerous. But I have done stuff that you couldn't even dream of. Ask about.
Is everything all right?
Shouldn't you be hanging round the gates of Wethy High for when playtime finishes?
Here you got me caught! Oh, here we go. Seconds out, round 3.
Gotta go over.
How is you left up these days? It's one thing after another with that mad.
Don't write checks you can't cash.
Leave him, Mum.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. She's not worth grazing my knuckles on.
Oh, no, not when there's a pavement to do it for you.
Whoa, all right, that's enough. Tyler, get her out of here.
This isn't over.
Well, fine. You know where to find me.
Do you provoke her?
Did I provoke her? Robert, I don't care what the police said. Her son took advantage of my daughter. She was 14.
Yeah, how is Amy?
Oh, don't pretend you care. For as long as Tyler is on your payroll, our Amy can't move on. And I tell you something, we're not going to step foot back in there again.
If anyone's to blame, it's me for getting your hopes up.
You weren't so no?
Yeah, well, I should have checked first. I led with my gob, as per.
Really, it's not your fault.
Seb, it's your mum, so I'm going to leave you to it.
No, you stay there. She's the one who's leaving.
Seb.
Don't want to hear it.
I want you to have that job.
I'm not interested.
If I'd have known. Look, I never meant to...
Well, you never do you? At least you could blame the smack before. What's your excuse now?
You're not even giving me a chance.
No, I'm not, because I don't want to. I'm 18 next week. I don't need a mum in my life. Especially not one like you.
Well, you might be 18 next week, but that was a long way from growing up.
Well, she had it coming.
She's trying to help you.
I don't need her help. Ever.
Well, that's not going to stop her offering. Never mind how many times you chuck it back in her face. Because she's your mum, and nothing's going to change that.
Well, she can call herself my mother. Doesn't mean that I have to be her son.
They might have guns, OK? You could get hurt. Will you please just hand yourself in?
I'm not going back inside.
All right, well, what's the alternative? Because whether you fight them or not, that's what's going to happen. Please, just give yourself up. Don't make things worse.
Yeah?
Hello, is that Clayton?
Who's this?
My name's Andy. I'm with the police. How do you want to do this?
Do what?
Surrender yourself.
I'm not surrendering to anyone.
I see. Clayton, I understand this is a big step, and you may be having second thoughts. If you need more time to think, that's absolutely fine. All that matters is that we resolve this peacefully. Nobody needs to get hurt.
Not if you do want, no. I've got my mum here.
Your mum?
Yeah, that's right. She's going nowhere unless you let me go.
Clayton, can you let me hear her voice so that I can confirm she's unharmed?
Talk.
I'm absolutely fine. Please, just don't hurt him.
Satisfied? Now back off.
Have you got plenty of battery on that phone?
Enough. Now get him to back off, or you'll be needing a body bag. And it won't be for me.
You go.
Thank you.
So you're going to be deserting us once this new barbershop opens?
Can I plead the fifth?
Oh, no, not you and all. Don't you like the way I cut your hair?
Yeah, I do, but...
But what?
That would make me feel good.
Old ladies, they're the mainstay of the church. You know, committee meetings, coffee mornings, bringing pies.
funerals. I see them a lot.
Right, well, what's that got to do with where you get your hair cut?
It's just sometimes when you come here, it can feel like a bit of a busman's holiday. You know, a man needs some downtime from nattering.
Well, I'm gonna try doing this job. I tell you, if this talk got any smaller, I'd need a microscope.
Good afternoon, neighbour.
Neighbour?
I've just had an offer accepted on a flat in Redbank. There's no upward change, so barring any hitches, I'll be moving in pretty sharpish.
Well, congratulations, neighbour.
As long as she doesn't covet your ox.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, it's the 10th commandment. You know, Exodus 20:17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's house, wife, nor thy neighbour's male or female servant. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's ox or thy neighbour's ass.
Well, there's a few round here who could have done to know that over the years.
No, anything that belongs to thy neighbour.
Well, I hope you've told that to your ex-con friends, because they'll be coveting anything that can't be nailed down once that place opens.
What place?
Haven't you heard? They're opening a doss house for ex-lags somewhere in Weatherfield.
No, it's accommodation for people who have served their time and are being released back into the community. A refuge for them to, you know, find their feet.
Well, I'm not being funny, Billy, but I hope they find their feet somewhere else. I've got a young child.
You also know what it's like to come out of prison. But there is no reason for you or anyone to feel threatened.
Says you. You don't go to prison for jaywalking. These are all hardcore criminals, and they'll revert to type. You mark my words. Excuse me.
Dave, are you accusing us? Simply asking you a question.
Yeah, am I a thief?
Well, are you?
You're a piece of work, you know that.
So you deny it?
Of course I do. You're going to give us the money anyway.
Yeah, well, 5K is better than 2.5, isn't it?
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have trusted you with it.
Don't you start. I mean, if I'm making a list of possible suspects, I'm going to start with the one person who knew where it was in the first place.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. He's not going to steal from himself, is he?
Trust me, Mum. It's full of surprises. And anyway, there's no sign of a break-in, is there? So it's got to be someone under this roof.
Oh, right, has it?
Well, yeah, the kids are at school.
So where's Shona?
I think she's a bit old for Bessie Street, don't you?
Well, you said it was someone under this roof.
Oh, are you still banging that drum? You've always had it in for her, haven't you?
Our son's on the run from the police? I think a few £1,000s come in handy, don't you?
She's not going to steal off me, all right? It's more likely that Clayton got in and taken it.
Well, I think you should at least talk to Shona.
Mum, I'm not going to insult the girl by accusing her.
Well, you're happy to insult us.
So where's she now?
She's at work. She's at the cafe.
No, she's not. I just come from there now.
Please don't do this.
I'm really sorry, but he's more trouble than he's worth.
He was trying to calm things down. It was me that kicked off, not Taylor. Look, as long as he's working here, things will always kick off.
I'll keep my head down. I'll stay out of their way, I promise. You and all.
Totally. I won't go near them. This job means the world to him. It's the first time anyone's ever given him a proper chance, and has he ever let you down?
No, he hasn't. He does a good day's graft.
Yeah, well, maybe so, but he's got more baggage than an airport carousel. I'm really sorry, but we're going to have to let him go.
Robert.
Michelle's right. I'm sorry, pal. There's just too many people on this street got beef with you. I can't see you winning them over. But if you ever need a reference...
You're making a mistake. You're letting people bully you.
No, what we're trying to do is get on with our neighbours. They're the people that spend their money in here. I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do.
Thanks anyway, mate. I wish it could have been different. Best of luck. Oh, that's a pity.
After the way he treated Amy?
Look, I'm as fond of Amy as you are, look, but...
Are you? Well, if that is the case, Robert, then what's to cry about? Good riddance to bad rubbish is what I say.
Hey, he's getting stronger every day.
He is. We need to focus on getting you better now. You look tired.
Oh, I'll be fine once my treatment's over. Besides, I found the best medicine that there is. And he's lying right there. But yeah, you best get going. You've got your work to do, haven't you?
Does it matter?
Of course it does. Where's this come from?
A middle-aged ex-primary school teacher wrote the only worthwhile part of my essay.
Look, I know you've had a knockback, but to be honest, I think anyone would in the circumstances. Doesn't mean that you failed.
Yet.
Please, will you stop feeling sorry for yourself? You need to get a grip.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Here's me whinging about nothing. You're going through hell.
No, that's not what I'm saying. No, all I'm saying is, well, there's more to life than just living, isn't there? This is important to you, so it's important to me.
It could wait.
It doesn't have to, especially not on my account. I was frightened of cancer. And you're frightened that you might not be up to your masters. Instead of running away from it, face it head on.
You mean embrace the fact that I might not be as clever as I think I am?
No, prove to yourself that you are. Go home and write the essay of your life. And blow that flaming supervisor away.
What would I do without you, eh?
How did they get this number?
Maybe Macca gave it to him.
Macca's not a grass.
Yes, well, maybe they found it on his phone.
You're the only person who's called me.
That'll be David, wondering where I am.
He'll find out soon enough.
What are you doing?
Passcode.
I don't know why you want it.
Tell me.
No.
What have you got to hide, ma'am? Eh?
Nothing.
Oh, 7101. My birthday. I'm filling up. 999. What happened? You can't get stuck up a tree. You called them this morning.
I called them to see if they'd heard anything.
Liar. They didn't follow you. You set me up.
Must have been Shauna, that's why she switched the phone off.
She could have done that for a million reasons.
Yeah, or 2,500.
Shut up, Nick. She won't steal from me.
Well, ordinarily no, but her son's in trouble.
Mother will go to all sorts of extremes to protect her child. Blood's thicker than water.
Yeah, and you're thicker than both if you think she had aught to do with it. She tried everything she could, Mum, to stop him at that funeral.
Look, I know you don't want to believe it, but it seems the obvious explanation, doesn't it?
Police are here. I wanted to speak to Shona.
She's not here. What's happened?
She called us this morning and told us where Clayton was and that he was ready to hand himself in.
Control to 1942.
1942 receiving, over.
Clayton Hibbs located at Port Lane as per information. He's unwilling to surrender to officers and is holding hostage, believed to be his mother. Over.
I need to take this in private.
No, hang on, wait. Is she all right?
1942 to control. Is the hostage unharmed? Over.
Hostage not believed to be hurt. She's spoken to officers at the scene. Over.
Is there a negotiator on the scene? Over.
Yes, contact has been established. Over.
Thanks for that, Control.
Well, we need to get down there now.
You're not going anywhere. It's a delicate situation and your presence might only complicate things.
Well, I can't just sit here and do nothing.
Yeah, she's right, love. All you can do is get in the way.
I'll keep you updated.
I'll see you out.
You must have some idea where they're sticking it. I know where I'd suggest.
Sally's not on the council anymore.
Exactly, so it's got nothing to do with her.
You must have some contacts.
Well, there are people I could ring, I suppose.
Excellent. Knowledge is power. And we must do everything in ours to put a stop to this dangerous nonsense. Come along, Ken.
The voice of reason, eh?
Don't you been doing my head in about it?
Well, to be fair, a lot of people feel that way about this hostel.
Yeah, and they'd be wrong. I mean, people make mistakes. They shouldn't have to pay for them the rest of their lives. You should know that better than anyone.
Yeah, well, I can see both sides.
I mean, what if you hadn't had a nice family? Or a nice house to come out to? Or a job waiting for you? I mean, you can see how people fall back into bad habits.
He's got a point.
He's not got a pint. You buying?
Go on, then. You guys?
No.
No, I'm all right.
Yeah, I'll have a little vino if you please, Vicar.
Look, ex-offenders need more of a leg up than most. You know I'm right.
Maybe, but I also know that we've had it up to here with politics, so we're not going to be getting involved. Come on, Sal.
Hey, darling.
Hi.
How did it go?
Yeah, okay.
Did, anybody ask why you were off?
Yeah, so I told them about the abortion.
Well, you didn't have to do that.
Well, they'd have worked it out eventually.
Well, even so, I think you're very brave, and I am very proud. We both are.
Did you get much hassle?
A bit, but Asher was ace. She threatened to deck one lad. He was dead embarrassed.
Good. Serves him right.
You see? Those that matter, they don't care. And the others? Well, you'll be old news by next week.
I just want things to go back to the way they were.
Oh, we won't have to worry about Tyler anymore, because Robert sacked him from the bistro.
Has he?
Yep. So, with Tyler off the scene, we can all move on. Hey, what doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be fine. We all will.
There's nothing like a brew and a bourbon cream to get the old creative juices flowing. Writers in their biscuits. That's an essay in itself. I can see Tolstoy now. Samovar on the boil in the corner. Plate of macaroons at his right hand. He must have been knee-deep in crumbs by the time he finished War and Peace.
It's really fascinating, but it's not hugely relevant.
No, sorry, where were we?
I was just discussing Poe's assonance.
Oh, Poe, you say? Wasn't he a Teletubby?
Edgar Allan. Critic, poet, writer of macabre tales. You'll always find a Poe tucked under my bed should I find the urge in the wee small hours.
That's Ken. He's on his way up.
Ken, what's he want? Hello.
Just passing. I thought I might cast an eye over this essay.
It's all in hand, thank you.
I did read English at university, you know.
When Poe was contemporary fiction.
Do you mind if I take a look, Daniel?
Please, be my guest.
Right. Where are we then? It's a little bit florid, do you think?
Those are my words. There's nothing wrong with a colourful turn of phrase.
You're colourful and lurid. I mean, this is a piece of scholarship, not a penny dreadful.
Well, you should know better than me. I did read your little bodice ripper in the Gazette.
Bodice ripper? It was nothing of the kind. Maybe in some Laurentian
Have you got much left to do?
Laurentian undertones.
Practically
I don't offer
finished.
mine to put it on the top
You
shelf.
look like you could do with a drink.
Literary criticism is no sphere for the prig.
And smut is no substitute for talent.
It's unlikely to be on the ground floor. We need to rethink this.
Where is she?
I told you to stay put.
What's going on in my mind at home? I need to know what's going on.
You need to keep out the way.
Look, just tell me, has he got a weapon?
We don't know. Look, we've offered him food and drink, and we're waiting for him to make the next move. The negotiator thinks he's very volatile, and it'd be a mistake to pressurise him in any way.
So basically, you're doing nothing?
We are doing what offers Shona the best chance of coming out of this unscathed. I assume that's what you want, Mr. Platt?
Yeah, of course it is.
Right, good. So let us get on with it.
I know you'll find this hard to understand, but I did it for your own sake.
You ratted me out for my sake? What are you on? Have you any idea what it's like inside?
Well, I know it isn't easy, but running would have just made it worse. You'd have done twice the time.
Well, anyway, you tipped him off. It's not like I've handed myself in.
Oh, no, I told them you wanted to. That you realise you've been stupid, you'll get credit for it.
That's why they expected me to just walk out of here.
And you still can. OK? I'll back you up. I'll tell them that you got cold feet and now you've come to your senses. They'll go easy.
Nobody's ever gone easy on me. My whole life. Why would they start now?
Look, if you hand yourself in voluntarily, yes, you will do more time. But it'll be a hell of a lot better than what'll happen if you don't. You can go back to prison, serve your sentence, and then you can come out with...
I'll never make it out there alive. And even if I did, I'd be an old man.
You'll be in your 30s, and I'll be here to help.
I've had enough of your help, thanks. It wasn't enough. You've ruined my life the first time. You've made sure I don't get a second chance at it.
This is your only hope of a second chance.
A second chance of getting shanked in the dining hall while you're sat having Sunday dinner with the only family you care about. I was the mug to ever trust you. You've spent your whole life letting me down. Well, it's time I had some payback.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything. You made this mess, and for your sake, you better get me out of it.
Just just don't know why you don't get a sniper. Have him shot like a dog.
Well, I doubt that's what Shona would want.
It's what she needs. She'd be better off without him. Whole world is better off without him. Go. Shona, you all right? You leave her alone!
I want a car, 10 grand, and you lot gone, or she dies.
Shona! Shona!
Why are you going sooner?
Try to relax, Shona. We've got you.
Stay with me, stay with me.
There's no wound.
What?
It's not her blood.
I stabbed him. I stabbed my son.
Still nothing. How much longer is this going to go on for?
Maybe no news is good news.
Maybe.
I'm sorry if I've added to your stress recently. You know, making things difficult for you and Gary.
Oh, it's okay. Things have been tough enough for you yourself. How are things with your mum?
She's not my mum. She's lost the right to call herself that. I really miss the twins.
Anything I can do to help, or any time you want to come here and hang out with a couple of monsters, then you are very welcome.
What's going on? Paul said Max was missing.
It's all right. We found it. Well, Seb did. He's upstairs.
What happened?
He found my phone and saw the messages about Shona and Clayton.
You kidding?
No. So he wanted to go and help, but Seb persuaded him not to.
Well, we both did.
Well, cheers, Seb. So has Clayton let her go now?
No, last I heard, they were still negotiating. My mum said that she's going to text me if she hears anything.
Oh, come here. I'm sorry I wasn't here, yeah?
I'd best be getting back to phone.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks again, Seb.
Sorry, I love you.
Love you.
Abdominal stab wound with signs of internal bleeding. BP 74/36, heart rate 132, oxygen 96% on 15 litres of O2.
Is he going to be okay?
He needs emergency surgery.
I want to be with him.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I'll update you as soon as I can.
We need to get you checked out.
I'm fine.
Come this way, please.
I need to take a first account.
Right, do you have to do that now?
I'm not leaving my son.
Well, we can do it here after you've seen the nurse.
Come this way, please.
Look, can you just give her a minute? I think he's going to be fine. He's in good hands.
What if he dies?
Mr. Burton said I can do a class presentation on the bail accommodation.
Oh, well, we like Mr. Burton. Is she fit? Hardly an appropriate question.
Not really your type.
You don't know what my type is.
No, I reckon I do.
Can we just focus?
Hi. Table for two, please.
And the wine list. I'm afraid we don't serve alcohol.
What? Do we need it?
Oh, of course not. Take a seat, I'll show you the menus.
Dan, I've left my purse in the bistro. Just gonna nip back and get it.
I've been thinking. We should do something different.
Change the salads. I agree.
I'm not talking about work. Us, as a couple.
Jeffrey, I am not being sawn in half.
I just meant dinner.
Oh. Date night.
We can go out and eat, then back to yours and chill, as they say.
As who says?
Young people, I don't know. What I mean is, I'll bring my pyjamas.
Seb was really good with Max, you know. He's a really good lad. He still hasn't found any work. Couldn't you just give him his job back?
So that's why he was so keen to help.
No, he was just being kind.
Yeah, right.
Why are you so down on him? He was with you for a year.
Look, he became a liability.
Is it any wonder after everything he's been through?
Look, I feel for him, I do. But I've got to think of the business now, yeah? I need reliable workers, and I found some. They're much cheaper than him.
Hello. Oh, thank God.
You all right?
Oh, I'm so relieved. Right, should I come to the hospital? Actually, you know what, Mum? No, I better stay with the kids. Yeah, they're fine. Well, no, Max knows about what's happened, but I'll explain it to you later. All right. Okay. Love you lots to know. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, bye.
Look, I'll have the kids if you want to go.
I'd rather you go and see Seb.
I just don't see why I should take him back on.
Shona was held hostage by her son, and she could have died. And Max could have lost his mum all over again. It's bigger things, Gary.
The nurse asked you to lie down.
I bet you're loving this, aren't you?
Well, I know you're upset, but please don't take it out on me.
Yeah, well, you tried to kill Clayton yourself once, didn't you?
Yes,
And
I
now
did.
I've probably done the job for you, so...
I never wanted any of this.
You never wanted me to see him at all.
Well, can you blame me?
So you are loving it.
How can you say that to me? Now, I've just had one of the worst days of my life since Kylie died. Since your son did that. He killed the one person who I loved most in this world. Now he nearly did the same again. Of course I didn't want you to see him again. He's a murderer. He's a psychopath. I'm sorry, I know he's your kid and everything, but it's the truth. And I just thought after the last 24 hours or so, I thought you'd have seen the light.
He killed Dane.
What?
He had him smuggling drugs into the prison, and not because, you know, his life was in danger, but because he was making money. And that's why Dane died, because a bag burst inside him, and Clayton's not even bothered, and he called him an idiot. And I fell for his lies, and I mean, I'm the idiot, you're right.
You're not an idiot, all right? You're just his mother.
What kind of monster did I create? I mean, that's my baby, my genes.
You can't go blaming yourself.
You know, I had the knife to my throat, and I don't know what came over me. I turned around, I elbowed him. I grabbed the knife, and I just stabbed as hard as I could. I mean, he's just like me. I mean, that's where he gets it from.
No, you are nothing like him, all right? You are kind, selfless, generous, beautiful. I mean, that's the reason I fell in love with you, Shona.
How can I be a beautiful person? I stabbed my son.
You were just trying to protect yourself. You just did what anybody else would have done.
Yeah, but if he dies, that makes me a murderer too.
Called her? Voicemail.
I'll try later. I'd rather not leave a message.
So you're still a bog cleaner then? Funny. How serious? It's your turn next time. Just make sure you do call her.
Oh, you're trying to get rid of me now?
Actually, I think you wasted it. You're a good doctor. I kind of feel responsible for you giving it up. I brought Ronan into our lives.
Oh, stop it. I can't be dealing with you being all sincere.
Yeah, well, don't worry, it won't last.
It's amazing how happy people are when you get rid of these.
Well, Lolly's gonna be well chuffed.
Yeah, with me.
Yeah, like you've got a chance with her.
Not than you do.
I saw the way she looked at me.
She's not really interested in a waiter with a dodgy haircut, is she?
Yeah, or a doctor with a dodgy face. Told you one last.
Look, I don't like Lolly in that way. I just like her as a person, all right?
Hiya. What's Kate about?
She gone for lunch with Lolly.
She was supposed to be having lunch with me.
Yeah, well, maybe she forgot.
What are these for?
These are your wedding favours.
Whose stupid idea was that?
Where's Shona?
She's given a statement.
Clayton?
You know, part of me wants him to die on the operating table. I hope that the anaesthetic hasn't worked, but I know if it does.
No, don't charge her. She's just been held hostage for 12 hours.
Nick, I thought it was Kylie all over again.
Hey. Come on, Shona didn't die, did she? And she fought off Kylie's killer, so come on. It's kind of the opposite, isn't it?
I just know if he dies, she's going to implode after everything that he's done to her. He's still a son. She's just stabbed him.
Hey, well, look, you know. If he dies, she's got you. She's got us to stop her from imploding.
Yeah, but you don't know Shona.
No, I do. She's basically you, but without the beard.
She's vulnerable. She's got the softest heart of anyone that I've ever met. I never thought I'd love anybody again, but I do. I really do. I love her so much.
I'm glad it's all okay. Them kids or Lily's a nightmare.
She's only 5.
She moaned about the sweets that I got her, then she tried to dip my hairbrush.
She's just a kid. You can't be angry at her.
I'm not angry, I'm just telling you. I didn't have to look after him, I was just trying to help. Not that you said thanks. Saved by the bell.
Seb here. You all right? Thanks for helping Sarah today.
Failed to.
Cheers. So I've got some work going if you fancy it.
You offering me my job back?
No, I'm offering you work on a freelance basis. At the same rate as my other labourers.
Oh, what rate's that?
$5.90 an hour.
That's less than I was getting before.
Well, times changed, Seb. Got to match the market, haven't I?
So you're saying I'm the same as those Bulgarian blokes who just wandering off the street?
No, I'm saying that they're skilled labourers just like you are. Why should I pay you more and them less, eh?
Because I've been working with you for ages.
Yeah, until you messed it up.
Well, I'm not apologising again.
And I'm offering what I'm offering.
No.
Your decision.
Why didn't you take it?
Because it was insulting.
You can't keep turning jobs down.
I've still got some pride.
Like my mum used to say, pride doesn't put food on the table.
Well, what's it to you anyway? It's not like it's your food. You got a family does that for you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I can look after myself, right? Why don't you just go home and have a nice cottage pie, whatever Sally makes you?
You know what? I will. And that pizza that I've put in the oven for you, I hope it's burnt.
Now, you don't want to be robbed at gunpoint, do you?
Not really.
Sign here.
I'd prefer to run it past my Aunt Cathy first.
Oh, Gary, hi. Look, I'm organising a petition against the bail hostel.
Right.
You know it's going to be right opposite my flat. The one that I might be asking you to do some work on, if I don't put it back on the market.
No way.
Way. Close to you, your business, and your children.
Right, where do I sign?
You really need a cake after all that lunch.
For later.
I'm also putting the petition online. The more signatures we get, the more chance we have of stopping this blight on the neighbourhood.
There you go.
What are you doing?
Well, hello, young lady.
Hate it when people call me that.
You don't want to be living next door to a bunch of prisoners, do you?
Yes, actually.
Well, I don't. No offence, but it's brainwashing you, Summer.
Excuse me?
Just because you get off on befriending crims. It's your next pet project.
Hey, don't talk to him like that.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Oh, don't.
He's insulting you.
Right. Come on, Summer. You don't need to see this. We'll get your cake from Debs.
You know, people like you are exactly why I'm signing this petition. Good luck with it, Claudia.
Well, I've told Sarah and your gran you had a million questions, obviously. Where's Shona?
She's with the police.
They've not arrested her.
No, not yet.
I don't think you need to worry about it.
Well, you know what the police are like. They're all black and white. I mean, I remember dropping a lipstick into my bag.
Dropping a lipstick?
Well,
It fell off the shelf into my open handbag. But, I mean, did the police see it that way? No, they did not.
I hardly think it's the same thing, Mum.
They're not arresting me.
Oh, I love the police.
Yeah, I still might face charges, and even if Clayton doesn't make it, they think it's self-defense, so...
I told you.
Oh, no.
You know, just talking it all through, it just made me realise I didn't have a choice.
Of course you didn't.
I'm so sorry for everything I put you through.
None of that matters now.
Oh, I know, but I should have listened, and instead I was just lying and stealing money. That was always going to pay it back.
Don't worry.
I just didn't want to believe that he wasn't my little boy anymore.
I know that feeling. No matter what they've done, and he's been no angel, you still want to protect.
How is he?
He had a perforated bowel, but we managed to stop the bleeding and repair the damaged vessels, so he's stable for now.
Okay, thank you for everything you've done. We can go home now.
Do you not want to go see him?
No. That's not Clayton, that's not my little boy anymore. Now I know he's alive, I never want to see him again.
Okay.
So naughty. That's why you love me. Now for the biggie. No, me and Rano agreed. No bridesmaids.
You have to.
Who says?
Everyone in the history of weddings.
We're not doing traditional.
Don't you want your bestie by your side? I've got a great dress that will only upstage you a tiny little bit.
No.
Oh, maybe you're right. Bridesmaids are supposed to bag the best man. Mine bag me husband.
Luella Charnock was your bridesmaid?
Maid of honour. No maid of no honour.
You knew she was like that.
I know, but I thought Tom had more taste. Men. You're so lucky marrying a woman.
As long as she's not like Luella Charnock.
Mum's the word.
Crocodile Dundee?
Yeah. Only man didn't work on was Tom.
What are you chuckling about? Nothing. Listen, why don't we have our date night tomorrow? I'll get Alia to cover.
It's short notice. She might be busy.
Well, Sophie, then.
Well, I don't want them to think we're being lazy.
Lazy? We're here every day.
They might get busy.
Anyone would think you didn't want to spend time with me.
It's not that at all. I love spending time with you. It's just... I worry about this place too much.
It's one night, yes. The place isn't going to fall down without us.
You offered him less money.
It's the same as the other lads are getting.
Yeah, but it's not what he was on before.
So what?
So, I'm not surprised he was insulted.
Look, I did what you asked me. Stop having a go at me, please. I've had enough aggro this afternoon.
Right, just think about all the tough times you've had. How many times that you've nearly gone off the rails, but people gave you another chance, me included. I just thought for once that you might give someone else the same
all right. I'll
compassion.
give him his old flaming wages back. Anything for a quiet life. But I'm not crawling back to him now. He can wait until tomorrow.
Oh, you're all heart.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go and put the poor lad out of his misery.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken my anger out on you. It wasn't you I was angry with. And you've been a real support. And I'm grateful.
I just want what's best for you.
I know.
Because I love you. Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Don't be.
Spoken to Gary. He's going to give you your job back. Same wage, everything. Really? Yeah, you have my word.
You didn't have to do that for me.
That's the least I could do. Anyway, as you were.
That's amazing. So nice of her.
Yeah, she's nice.
Oh, that is too awesome. You've made a bride and a bride very happy. Yeah, of course, we'll go for a drink.
Great. Okay. Bye. I've just got you a fancy hotel for your wedding for free.
We've already got a venue.
Registry office at a backstreet pub is not really a venue, is it?
It's my dad's pub.
No offence to your dad, but you need to feel special on your special day. And this place was in the Real Housewives of Cheshire.
Hey.
Hi, babe.
I thought we were having lunch.
Damn. That's my bad. Distracted her. Wedding talk.
Have you been drinking?
No, they don't serve alcohol here. You know that.
Hey, I just got you a venue for free.
We've already sorted it.
Well, now I'm sorting it better. Best wedding for my bestie. You're gonna love it, sweetie. It's the Chariot Square Hotel.
Isn't that where Steve and Tracy got married?
Oh, they must be really classy people.
It might be fun.
Maybe.
Go on, sit. We'll talk flowers. Oh my God, it's in here somewhere.
This is an alcohol-free restaurant.
Oh, you didn't say we couldn't bring our own.
Sorry, I mean.
He said it was all right.
Did he now? Excuse me.
That's me, always causing trouble.
I thought you were gonna die. He found out. I'm really sorry.
Oh, me die. You don't get rid of me that easily. Missed you two so much. Sit down, come on.
Will you play Xbox with me?
She doesn't really play. She just presses the buttons.
I do.
I'll tell you what, why don't you show me, eh?
Grand 2 and Auntie Sarah.
You need to eat.
Oh, there's some stew in the oven. Gary, will you heat it up?
Why are you in Daddy's top?
Because what's mine is hers.
Yeah, but don't worry, I won't start wearing his jeans.
Good, because they're really uncool.
Hey, come on.
Right, come on, show me this game.
Could have lost tonight. But you didn't. She's here. And she's safe.
Yeah, I don't want her to stay here forever.
Big words.
I know what I'm gonna do.
You're not gonna go after Clayton again, eh?
No. No, I'm gonna ask her to marry me.